Well, hey, good morning, everybody. It is March 2nd. March 2nd. Yeah, March 2nd, 2018. Heading into the office. Want to get another quick Royals video done here. Royals, excuse me. The Royals came back in their game yesterday and won 4-3. Jorge Soler hit another home run in the top of the eighth, and then the guy that I want to see win a job, Ryan O'Hearn, drove in the game-winning run in the top of the ninth, and the Royals escaped. Good pitching throughout the day for the Royals. I haven't really broke down the pitching stats or anything, but I know the Mariners scored some runs early on, and then the middle, the late part of the game, it was shutdown time. So a good win, another good win for the Royals as they continue to move on. 5-0, and with one tie. As you know, they only played 9 innings. They don't play extra innings in spring training. There's no sense of playing extra innings when the games don't really count. But I was sitting here in the car, and I wasn't actually going to make a video today, but I was sitting here thinking about, the first video that we talked about, the roster construction. Obviously, we talked about that before Lucas Duda signed with the Royals. And I got to thinking about, what is this lineup actually going to look like? Where are people going to hit in the lineup? Not so much who's going to be playing. I think we have a decent idea what players are going to be playing most every day. Really, what I want to know is what's the lineup actually going to look like? Who's going to lead off? Who's going to bat third? In the past several years, it's always been Kane and Hosmer batting third. And what do the Royals do about that? So, let's go around the line of the horn and take a look at these guys and where they typically fit. So, Salvador Perez behind the plate. Obviously, Perez is a middle of the order guy. I really think Perez is probably going to hit fifth in the lineup. Lucas Duda, first baseman, is probably going to be your cleanup hitter. Whit Merrifield, I don't know where Whit Merrifield's going to play. I don't know if he's going to be playing second base. I don't know if he's going to play in third base. He's going to play in the outfield. The way the Mondesi has looked so far, I wouldn't be surprised if Mondesi wins the job at second base. But Whit Merrifield will play every day. There's no way that Whit sits the bench or gets sent to the minors. That's just not going to happen. The way that Cheslor Cuthbert has looked so far in spring training, Cuthbert may not make the team. I think the Royals want him to, but look, the bottom line is that his defense is not good. So we talked about a couple of players. Let's go back to the top of the lineup, though. Who are your prototypical leadoff guys? When you look at the guys who are going to be playing most every day, Alex Gordon has spent a lot of time in the leadoff position in his past with the Royals. He's hit all over the lineup for the Royals, really. And I think that Alex Gordon will probably get they'll probably hit him leadoff at some point. Raul Mondesi, again, I forgot what they're actually calling him now. Going by his middle name, Alberto or something like that. Mondesi could be a guy. Obviously has some speed. I don't really know how much he gets on base, though. Alcides Escobar obviously was the Royals' leadoff hitter for their 2015 World Series title run. That's more of a gimmick than anything. Escobar should not be leading off. He should be batting ninth, and that's where I will be speaking that to my grave. Whit Merrifield has spent some time in the leadoff spot as well for the Royals. I think Whit makes a lot of sense at the top of the lineup. But if you look at Whit, I really think Whit Merrifield is probably the best option to hit third on this team. I mean, if you look around, Perez isn't going to be a third batter. And Perez is a guy you're going to want to drive some runs in. Obviously, hit the ball over the fence. Lucas Duda is not a three-hole hitter. Alcides Escobar definitely not. Cheslor Cuthbert, no. Brian Dozier. Hunter Dozier, no. Bonifacio, no. Alex Gordon, probably not, with how much he strikes out. Jorge Soler, no. Bubba Starling, who I don't think is going to make the team, but no, he's not going to. So who's going to bat third? I think Whit Merrifield is your only logical option to bat third. So really, the way I would do it is to break camp. I would have Gordon leading off, even though he strikes out a ton. He can still get on base. I would bat him in the leadoff spot. I would bat Mondesi second. And then I would bat Merrifield third. Maybe switch Gordon and Mondesi, but I think those are your top three hitters in your lineup. Batting fourth, I would have, let's see, since you got Merrifield batting right-handed, and Ned likes to go lefty-righty if he can, and the Royals don't have a whole lot of left-handed bats in the lineup now, but I think he would have Lucas Duda hitting in the fourth spot. I would put Perez batting fifth. Don't have another lefty after that. So then I would have probably Bonifacio hitting sixth, Soler seventh. Who am I missing? Oh, I'm missing third base and shortstop. Okay, so third base, I guess Cheslor Cuthbert. But where is Merrifield playing? Hold on a second. This is what happens when I do this off the cuff. I have to think back to where I am. So obviously, Lucas Duda's at first. Perez is behind the plate. Let's go ahead and put Mondesi at second. Escobar at short. I'm going to put. I'll go ahead and put Cuthbert at third. Cuthbert at third. I'll put Bonifacio in left, Gordon in center, Soler in right. Wait a second. No, Merrifield in. If we're going to put Cuthbert at third, Merrifield in left, Gordon in center, Bonifacio in right, Soler DHing. I think that's how it would work. So that's have Cuthbert batting eighth and Escobar hitting ninth. So I mean, honestly, I think the Royals might be better suited with a guy like Ryan O'Hearn, maybe playing first and Duda DHing, having Soler and Bonifacio in left and right, and putting Merrifield at third base. Merrifield can play all over the diamond. Merrifield's going to be a fantasy baseball player's dream this year. He's gonna have so many position eligibility. He's going to have eligibility, I think, at probably 5 different positions: first, second, short, third, and outfield. So definitely, he's already got eligibility at second base, and depending on how much he played last year in the outfield, he may already have outfield eligibility. So. Anyway, regardless, so really the idea of behind this, me thinking about this is, what are they going to do with their leadoff guy, their top 3 positions? Because Duda, Perez, Bonifacio, Soler, Cuthbert, these guys are middle of the lineup to the bottom of the lineup type of guys. Escobar has to bat ninth. I mean, if Ned Yost bats Escobar leadoff, I'm gonna have a conniption, and I won't understand that at all. But he very well may do that, because there's a lot of guys in this lineup that are not used to hitting in various spots that we've grown accustomed to, or probably they've grown accustomed to. And even though Escobar has a very sketchy track record in the regular season of batting leadoff, Ned may throw him out there just because it's familiar to him, and it's one less thing he has to think about. So Ned is very loyal to his players. But if it was up to me, I would bat Gordon and Mondesi at 1 and 2. Maybe switch them around. Maybe put Mondesi and then Gordon. I think Merrifield is the only logical player to bat third. I could see a reason of hitting Mondesi leadoff and then Merrifield second. And then batting Alex Gordon third. But really, when it comes down to it, I think Alex Gordon and Whit Merrifield are the only two reasonable choices to hit third in your lineup. And Lucas Duda, Salvador Perez, Jorge Soler, and Jorge Bonifacio. Is it? Do we have two Jorges? Jorge Soler and Jorge Bonifacio. Wow, yeah, I just realized that. At least I think that's the case, because now that I'm thinking about it, when we talked in the video a couple days ago when the Royals beat the Reds, and I said their former player Jordan Reed, it's actually Cody Reed. So sometimes I get names mixed up, but I know their last names. Anyway, just a quick little discussion here. Let me know what you think. If anybody's watching this, let me know what you think about the Royals, about the players, how you would bat them in the lineup. Because I don't think they're going to make any more moves. I think they're done. They signed Lucas Duda, and the Royals really didn't do a whole lot this offseason. So I think they're set with their players and who they're going to go with. And let me know in the comments if you think Cheslor Cuthbert deserves the shot at third base, or if you really think Hunter Dozier should get it, or if Whit Merrifield should play third. With the way Mondesi's batting, and of course I've always been very critical of Mondesi. I don't think he's going to be anything in his career more than what was that shortstop that was all glove? Andres Blanco. Remember Andres Blanco that played for the Royals? Mondesi strikes me as a guy like that. I mean, he's got tremendous ability to hit, though, but has just never translated so far at the major league level. But you have to remember, he's still very, very young, and maybe I'm just being unfair to him. His swing, though, is just very, very long. He's got a lot of holes in his swing. If he can shorten his swing up, take the approach that Mike Moustakas took in the 2015 season, when he completely reinvented himself and shortened his swing and became one of the Royals' better contact hitters. When you go back and look at the stats, Moustakas didn't I would say he struck out about half as much as Hosmer and Gordon did that year. So anyway, let me know what you think. Let me know if you think anybody deserves the 3-hole spot other than Merrifield or Gordon. I would put Merrifield there. And what do you think Ned's going to do with that lineup? And who's your key candidates to fill those bench roles? Is Bubba Starling gonna win a spot on this team? He's played pretty decently so far in the spring. What about Terrence Gore? Are they gonna try to turn him into the next Gerard Dyson? What do the Royals do with their backup catcher? Is it a foregone conclusion that Drew Butera is the backup, or do they go with the younger, cheaper option in Cam Gallagher? Chase Vallot, or Valo, or however you pronounce his last name. I don't think he's going to make the team, but that guy is a guy that I'm really, really excited about. For maybe next year or 2 years down the road. Maybe when Perez, can no longer catch, maybe he moves to first base or something like that. And and Vallot is a guy who can really get on base and has tremendous power. There's obviously questions about his, not his plate discipline, but his plate vision. So, but anyway, hope everybody has a great day. Baseball is here. We're about 4 weeks away from opening day. So thanks, everybody.